day in and day out and day in and day out. Those are the things, those are the moments that help elevate you, help you feel really close together, that you're progressing. You have to use your time, your energy, and your words in a phenomenal way to create phenomenal results. Everything in life has a level of progress. Everything. So to the level of the beans that we hold on to, like some of you, your bean level is like, man, those are like rotten beans, putrid, like toxic, nasty, poisoning you beans. Others are like, hey, these are like sprouted, but they're not quite ideal, but I still am settling for them, right? So there's levels to this. And when you can create what you want, it's always the next level of creation of, hey, I could even improve my relationship even more. Like with my spouse and I, we have a pretty good relationship. But it's like there's times where it's phenomenal and there's times where it's like pretty good, you know? And I want to be consistent in that phenomenal level of relationship where we can maintain it consistently and always like day in and day out and day in and day out. So I'm always looking for that improvement. And anytime you feel like you've arrived, that should be a problem because you always want to progress, especially in your relationships. Always have that mindset of progression. Everything has a level of progression. Even in our company, we have a level of progression. And our progression is this. We teach people the basics. We teach them at the level of like the books, the courses, going through some of these events. We have our Unstoppablepreneur Life School that we have people go through. We've got the Academy, which is teaching a lot of the powerful principles and going in depth. And we have our main one that we promote, which is our Mastermind, Elite Performance Mastermind. And then we have next level, which is like Mastermind Gold. That's where they get to work one-on-one with me personally. And then we have our Platinum level, which is where I actually fly them out and we do a day immersion, and we do that every quarter. So there's a progression to all things. The problem with most relationships is we don't ever progress. There's not really a way to measure it at times. We grow and grow until we get into a relationship, and then once it's established, we flatline because you're no longer looking for something greater. You've settled for the beans and stopped working on your growth. A lot of people, especially if you're getting into a relationship, the end goal is, I want to get married. Then they're married and they're like, well, I strove all my life to get married. Now what? There's no more growth. So if your end game is just to be together, that's a sucky end game. It's like, that's a terrible goal. Just to be together is the end game? Boo. That's a bean and a half. What you want is, man, I want to get into a relationship where I'm constantly changing, constantly experiencing, constantly growing, and experiencing the things that I want and helping that person get what she wants. Then it becomes a fun game and you can constantly work together. Like yesterday, my wife and I, we connected for like over an hour during the time our baby was sleeping for a moment and all the kids were like running around somewhere else, and we're like, let's get together and do this power prayer and do this thing. And we like felt so connected afterwards. And those are the things, those are the moments that help elevate you, help you feel really close together, that you're progressing. And if you don't measure your progress, you'll flatline and you'll settle for it just being okay. Who wants an okay relationship? Boo, right? We don't want to be okay in a relationship. We want freaking phenomenal relationships. So in order to have a phenomenal relationship, you have to live and communicate phenomenally. You can't live an okay lifestyle and expect a phenomenal relationship. You can't communicate okay and have a phenomenal connection. You can't spend okay amount of time and expect phenomenal things. It does not match. You have to use your time, your energy, and your words in a phenomenal way to create phenomenal results. So here are some of the problems and beans in relationships. The standard relationships have communication problems, trust issues, intimacy challenges, time management, financial strain, different life goals, settling for them, jealousy and insecurity, lack of appreciation, resentment, power struggles, lack of independence, unresolved conflicts, mismatched expectations, neglect, misunderstandings, and just getting by. Those are the beans. And the list goes on and on and on and on. But an unstoppablepreneur, someone who doesn't settle, which is you today, from here on out, as you take on this new identity, effective communication, trust and transparency, respect, shared values, quality, phenomenal time, emotional support, healthy independence, intimacy, teamwork, adaptability, appreciation, gratitude, forgiveness, humor, empathy, shared values, romance, continuous growth. And the list can go on and on and on. I want you to create your ideal, what it is that you want. Some of these might be in it. If you want to take a picture, that's awesome. Like, you need to decide what you want and what you don't want. When you know what beans you're settling for, you can let go of them. When you actually have something that you want more, you can create it. But if you don't have anything to look forward to, you will settle. Why do people settle? It's because they lost the vision. Why do we settle for the beans? We lost the vision. That's why we settle. Because they keep us going. It's just what we do. Hey, what's up? I hope you enjoyed this video. If you'd like to join us live on a 3-day virtual event to implement what you just learned, then check out the description, click the link, and check out when that next virtual event is coming up. We go live on there. You get to actually experience what you just learned. And the best way to learn is through immersion. So check it out. I look forward to seeing you there, and have an incredible, phenomenal, amazing rest of your day. Was it me? No, it was each and every one of you. So we all chose to do that. No one forced you. No one made you. You chose, which is freaking awesome.